Hello everyone, today I'm going to be making a top 10 anime cards that are better than the real life ones, because real life is always disappointing. So how I rank this list is mainly on how much the anime effect is stronger than the real life version in comparison. Like extra added effects that the real life version doesn't, or the real life version of the card is actually intentionally made so much weaker to balance it out, but the anime makes it really OP. I'll also be looking around its summoning condition because in some cases the anime could make it even easier or harder to summon than the real life one. So with that, let's begin. So let's start with number 10, Topologic Gambler Dragon. So in the anime and real life summoning condition is the same, and also has when summoning next to a link marker, effect activates, and also has the burn effect. But the discard effect when summoning to a link marker effect is where it changes, because the real life one tells you have to send cards from your hand to the graveyard up to 2, and then your opponent sends the same amount. But the anime version just says, nope, you send the whole entire hand to the graveyard. Both players. It doesn't matter if you have 0 or not, both players must send their whole hand to the graveyard. But not only that, the anime version also has an extra link effect where it makes your monsters that are extra link unaffected by card effects. Which of course is strong, of course. But to me, it's my number 10. Number 9, Uriah, Lord of Syrian Flames. So, this one doesn't have too many different effects, but the anime condition is send 3 traps, not 3 face-up traps. And it gains 1,000 attack points for every trap in your graveyard, not just continuous. But it also has one special summon effect. If it was destroyed, you can send 1 trap card from your hand to the graveyard to special summon itself back. So meaning as long as you have trap cards, you can continue resurrecting it. And that's where the huge improvement of the original is. Although nowadays not many people play traps, so this effect is not as relevant, but still very strong. Number 8, Raid Raptor Rise Falcon. So, what makes this card better than the real life version? It's the fact that it gains all the attack points of the special summon monsters on your opponent's field, not just 1. Which in the current state right now, we're going to be special summoning a bunch of stuff anyway, so it's going to gain a huge amount of attack. The only downside, it only lasts during the turn that you activate the effect. But what does that matter if you're going to kill your opponent during the turn that you activate this effect? For number 7, in some ways similar reasons, Star Venom, Greedy Venom, and Odd Eyes Venom. So let's start off with Star Venom and Odd Eyes Venom. They both have a similar first effect where it gains the attack points of all special summon monsters your opponent control, except that it's level 5 or higher. And of course, in addition, gaining one of your opponent's monster effects, which is what made it higher in the list. And for Greedy Venom's case, along with Star Venom, when they get destroyed, you can destroy all your opponent's special summon monsters, and then your opponent takes damage equal to their attack. And of course, many special summon monsters will have high attack, so that's a lot of burn damage coming their way. Which is of course a huge improvement of the original because the original doesn't have the burn effect. Number 6, Neo Galaxy Cipher Dragon. So, the improvement for the anime compared to the real life one? Neo Galaxy Cipher Dragon can just use 1 material to take control of all your opponent's monsters permanently, while the real life one requires you to detach multiple materials and take control as many equal to the detached materials. Obviously, taking control of your opponent's monsters is very effective, especially when you're taking them all just by 1 material. Of course, it's pretty strong. Just at the halfway point, it's number 99, Utopia Dragon. So, first off, a downside for this one. You have to activate an actual rank of magic to make it easier to summon if you're playing the Utopia deck, because you cannot just discard rank of magic just like in real life. But the improvement is you can special summon the number monster in attack position as well. And the other part of its effect is the detach effect. It doesn't have to be just monster effects. It also works with spells and traps. And not only that, you can nuke all the monsters on the field other than itself. And then for every monster you destroyed, your opponent takes damage equal to its attack. So more protection in the anime and plus burning. But the main downside is that it's harder to summon. Number 4, number 69, Heraldry Quest. So, other than the anime cannot be destroyed by number effect, the anime version straight up negates every other monster effect your opponent controls while it's on the field and also takes their effect. But not only that, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. And not only that, when it gets attacked, you can detach one material to destroy the attacking monster. And the real life version doesn't have the extra protection. It just has the negate and the taking your monster effect. Yeah, extra protection is a huge improvement, especially for the main boss monster of the deck. Number 3, Obelisk and the Winged Dragon of Ra. Mainly here because they're both Egyptian gods. But for Obelisk's case, it's very simple. Its tribute effect makes it have infinite attack and it nukes everything while your opponent takes damage. But for the Winged Dragon of Ra, people always joke about having a million effects in the anime, and it's no exception, and I'm not going to go through all of them. But the main one is that it has protection. They decrease your life point as much as possible to gain its attack is optional and not right away as you normal summon, and it's a quick effect. But it also has the additional effect where it gains attack points equal to the tributed monster's attack, which is for some reason not in the real life version, and just added to other cards for its effects. I understand we can't have it have a billion effects, but anime version is stronger than real life version for this one. And now for number 2, Astrograph Magician along with Supreme King Dragon Zark. So let's start off with Astrograph Magician. For the simple reason, you can summon Zark by also banishing materials from your deck and extra deck. Meaning you don't even need to summon the dragons in the first place. But for Zark's case, oh boy. First off, the on-summon effect to destroy all your opponent's monster also deals damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack. But not only that, this card cannot be destroyed as long as you have a banished extra deck type, Fusion, Synchro, and Exceed, that matches with this one, and in the anime version, this card is also considered a Fusion, Synchro, and Exceed along with Pendulum. Which means by using Astrograph Sorcerer to summon this card, you're already having the Fusion, Synchro, Exceed requirement. But there's more. Monsters you control are unaffected by Fusion, Synchros, and Exceeds. So yeah, an overgrown protection that you pretty much cannot do anything against, along with protection for your own monsters, and also a nuke on summon and burning along with it. And also, Astrograph Sorcerer not even needing you to summon the dragons in the first place. Now, before I go to my number 1, honorable mentions, number 101, Silent Honor Arc Knight. Mainly because its effect only requires you 1 material instead of 2 to detach in the anime compared to the real life version. The 3 Nordic gods, mainly because when they're destroyed, you can summon them back in the end phase without needing to banish anything. And then we got Numeron Dragon, Purplish Armageddon, and Dark Knight at Ignister, all missing 1 essential effect for their decks. Numeron Dragon, being that it's missing its decrease your opponent's attacking monster to 0, and Purplish Armageddon along with Dark Knight at Ignister missing its cannot be destroyed by battle effects. And then there's Exodia Necros, which is main improvement in the anime is that it doesn't get destroyed if one of your forbidden cards in your graveyard are missing. And instead of 500, it's 1000 attack. And also the Arrival Cybers, mainly for not having the gain 1000 attack points effect per card on the field, and the summoning condition only requiring 2 monsters with different attribute with 15 or more attack. And now let's go to number 1. Earthbound Immortal Wiracocha Rashka. So first off, the main downside is that it has only 1 attack and defense. Not like that's gonna matter. But the anime effect is a complete different effect compared to the real life one. Of course it still has the field spell effect, but the only difference is Earthbound Immortals in the anime have their effects negated if there's no field spell. And its main effect is, by skipping your battle phase, you can change your opponent's life point to 1. Yeah, you might just end the game right there. Play Ukazi, Sparks, GG. Yeah, that's just insane. Change your opponent's life point to 1, and then just do some burn damage. I really don't need to say anything else about this card. So that's it for this fun video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Put down below if I missed any other anime boss monsters, and that could be on the list. There were a lot more that I remembered, but these were the one that made it to my list, so you can put down yours if you want. So you all can have a nice day.